What's up, guys? Welcome to Life Knowledge. My name is Justin Alphabet. Go ahead and like, comment, and subscribe down below. Stay to the end of the video so you get all the information that you need. Today we're going to be talking about how communication is life or death. Communication can be life or death in many different situations. It can be the life or death of a relationship between a man and a woman, or like partners. It can be, the life or death situation with your children or your family, or just like any type of communication can always be life or death. And I wanted to give you guys a perfect example of that, where just a slight miscommunication made hundreds of men die. And this story is from the Titanic. The captain of the Titanic told the sailors on board to make sure the women and children got onto the ships, the lifeboats, first, right? And that's expected, when these lifeboats go down into the water, it's always, the gentlemanly way to make sure that women and children go first. However, they had hundreds of lifeboats on the Titanic, and the sailors were guarding these lifeboats at gunpoint and sending these boats into the water half full. Think about that for a second. If they had enough lifeboats for every single individual on the Titanic, right? But with a slight miscommunication, the sailors understood that they were to only let women and children onto these lifeboats. So they're sending these lifeboats into the water half full, and all these men are still on board, seeing these lifeboats that are, going into the water, and just watching them as they're half full when there's plenty of room for them, to get into these lifeboats. And the sailors are guarding them at gunpoint, making sure that they can't get on. And that could be, a payoff. It could have been on purpose. It could have been a hit job. Who knows? Could have been anything. But ultimately, it could have been a miscommunication where women and children only versus women and children first, right? And so that's why it's very important to make sure that communication is clear and effective, and that you make sure that people understand exactly what you're trying to say and do exactly what you want them to do from that communication going forward. If the captain had probably checked back in or something like that, he'd been like, why aren't the men getting on the lifeboats? I told you women and children first, then men, he didn't add the then men part or something like that. But if he had, hundreds of men's lives would have been saved, probably hundreds of people in general, and that's one more of the tragedies that happened on the Titanic. So think about that the next time you're trying to communicate. Stay calm, in the face of stressful situations or things like that. Try to just make sure that the solution is reached, that the whole situation is resolved, and that you communicate to the best of your ability to make sure that everyone involved in the communication is communicating for understanding. And that's how communication can overcome life or death situations. So thank you guys for watching. I hope you have the day you deserve. Let's level up, and I'll see you in the next one.